What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel, and welcome back to another part in what the fuck? Oh, we're going to the Batcave. Okay, welcome back to another part in Batman: The Telltale series, episode 1. Hope you guys enjoyed the last part. If you haven't seen it, go watch it, because we're getting straight into this one. So today we're continuing episode 1, and I believe that we are in the Batcave. Yeah, we're in the Batcave. Oh, it's the Batmobile. Episode 1. Realm of Shadows.
Another brutal week in Gotham, folks. A string of home invasions rippled through the city's already crime-infested East End. Apparently, the bandits are using stolen GCPD battering rams to force their way in, with breaking and entering incidents 40% over last year.
I know what those stickers are for. When they went to the show, and then his parents died.
And we have breaking news tonight.
Oh, Jack Ryder?
Are in custody this evening after a break-in at City Hall. But thanks to the efforts of the Batman, the stolen items were returned.
Not all of them. Let's see what she was really after.
Yeah, let's do so. Access the codex. Oh, there's a lot to go here. So, Thomas and my parents' dad was a physician, mom was a philanthropist. They worked tirelessly to help those fortunate, setting up numerous charities, spending their vast resources to improve the city and citizens. Murdered in an attempted robbery by a man known as Joe Chill, deceased. I don't remember his parents being the greatest people. Faithful patient, ever helpful Alfred. He's been a part of my family my whole life. He raised me when my parents were murdered and guided me when I thought I was lost. He's my butler, my confidant, and most secret weapon in my arsenal. He complains frequently about my nightly activities, but he's just still there to patch me up when I need it. Harvey Dent. A new friend and the best district attorney Gotham City has seen in years. His political ambitions have always been as big as his ego, and now he's hoping to become mayor. He's got so many great ideas to save this city. I think he'll be good for Gotham, but I have to steer him down the right path to get there. He's too easily swayed by anyone with power regardless of their murky morality? Okay. I don't know who this is. This is Catwoman. New criminal on the screen, tied to several recent break-ins. She's effective and doesn't leave many clues behind. Currently, the GCPD has no leads. I wish I knew more about her. Who's this? Oswald, call him. Yo! What? He was a childhood friend. He's almost a stranger to me now, just like me, his family to all part of Gotham. He went off boarding to school in England, and their paths diverged. He seems to have fallen into a life of crime. The last 2 decades gave him lengthy rap sheet and strange nickname, the Penguin. What happened to you, Oz? Jim Gordon. He's good by the good cop in the department that doesn't trust Batman. He was recently trapped by the lead major crimes task force, an impressive promotion, so he's doing something right. I think he could be a trustworthy and reliable source of info. They'll need to cultivate that relationship. He's a family man, so he's not willing to take necessary risks on the street. That's fine, I'll take the risks. Vicky Vale, one of the Gazette's most ambitious and competitive, I can't read reporters, I've read stuff. Some of it can be a bit tailboy, I can't read, but her passion for the truth is undeniable. She's been with the paper for a while, covered all kinds of beats. Someone like that has the kind of access others would kill for. She might even hear more about what's going on in Gotham than I do. One day I may need to find out what she knows.
We don't need another gangster running the
Carmen
city.
Falcone, the worst kind of gangster. When he tries to mingle that with the high society, he seems to have his hand in everything, including smuggling, real estate, bribery, and fraud. I could haul him to jail, but he'd walk away the next day. I could shut down one operation, but two pop in its place. His empire is vast and multi-layered. Finding hard admissible evidence is required for a conviction. Gotham City. The city is a living creature. It's always going outward and upward. The people who live here are survivors. They have to be, and they deserve better than the corruption that infests this place. Okay. Arkham Asylum. Gotham City's only maximum security psychiatric hospital for now. Outdated and even way building is falling apart. Equipment is antiquated, and staff's methodology leaves much to be desired. When Thomas and Martha Wayne Memorial Hospital opens, these patients will finally get the treatment they need. Let's read the last one. Multinational corporation founded and sisters covering all manner, manufacturing and finance. I inherited a majority stake from my father. I'm not involved in the day-to-day operations. However, R&D resources have been helpful in pursuing my private interests. Okay. Look at this data drive.
Nearly fell off a building for this.
There has to be something on it. We should analyze it. Analyze it, the back computer. It's a big ass chair.
Encrypted. Wayne Manor
Someone's gonna have to crack it.
2 kitchens, a library, a gymnasium, a basketball court, and a movie theater. And yet I always find you here, in a dark, damp cave, in front of a computer.
Yeah, well, this is the only room that really matters.
Yes, sir.
Well, then you won't mind if I skip cleaning the rest. The dusting is murder. Did you find out what that cat woman tried to steal?
Well, in the process.
What are we looking at?
Let me try a different angle.
The hell? What?
This is a map of the east side shoreline. But it could mean any number of things. Money, weapons, drugs, everything flows through that port.
Maybe it's where Mayor Hill picks up his dry cleaning.
Can't make sense of it yet. There's still plenty of files to decrypt.
And in the meantime, I saved you what I could.
Thanks, Al.
Yeah, the same couldn't be said for the bar. I had to literally pry Mrs. Zellerback away. But you'll be pleased to hear everyone has left, including Mr. Falcone. Before the game switched from billiards to cutthroat. I'd recommend leaving the fistfights to your alter ego.
I don't want anything to do with Falcone.
Well, he certainly showed interest in you. That's what worries me. For the record, your father despised men like Falcone, thought they ruined Gotham's stellar reputation.
Back when it still had one?
It can again, Bruce. Though people like this Catwoman aren't helping.
But people
She
like
knew to
Batman
tell.
are.
I've never seen her before. Hopefully, she's just a tourist. Oh, no, I already checked the codex.
Not much to find, apparently.
Few burglaries, break-ins. Seems to lay pretty low.
You could learn a thing or two from her. You can't step outside without it ending up in the news lately. As Bruce or Batman.
I stay out of sight when I need to.
Define need to.
Whenever Harvey calls. That guy's exhausting.
After the press conference tomorrow, I'll mark your calendar as exhausted then. The media isn't good for anyone's health. I don't mean to beat a dead argument, but...
No one's gonna figure it out now. Trust me.
Miss Vale noticed your injuries, so did Mr. Dent. If they put it together with the incident at the mayor's office, it would undo all the long nights and close calls we've endured to get here. You're in the spotlight more than ever. You have to be careful.
The city needs me,
I
though.
have a job to do, okay? A responsibility to this city. You know why I do this.
For the car, I presume.
Well, the car helps.
Oh yes, you drive that thing like a bat out of hell. Old men worry, that's all. It's our gift and our curse. One more worry for the list.
I
6
thought I saw
a.m.
Oz. It's been, what, 20 years? Last time I saw him, we were in grade school.
Indeed, you two were thick as thieves. Oswald, however, took that role more literally than you.
Dishonorable discharge, illegal boxing matches, arms dealing, prison stints?
That's a criminal grand
Okay,
slam.
what I
if
know
I'm
the
using the
Penguin
expression
as a like
correctly.
a midget and a fat
Unfortunately,
fuck.
you are.
Oswald claimed he only wanted to catch up, but his behavior following his family's
I don't know him as a
collapse is
tall
troubling.
fucking what
He's
he is.
returning now. I haven't the faintest idea.
It's
You
not a
think he might know
coincidence.
something about the break-in? This Catwoman shows up around the same time Oswald comes back to town. Might not be a coincidence.
Not a
Oswald's
coincidence.
crimes, numerous they may be, are on a much smaller scale than robbing City Hall.
Well, he was always trouble growing up, but it's the fun kind of trouble.
You both were. Even though you and young Master Cobblepot used to be close, I'd advise you to be cautious. But I know you can't abandon a good mystery until it's solved.
I'll be careful, Alfred.
When you see what's become of his park, I think you will.
He has a park. I mean, I guess. Look at the people on the streets, bro.
Where are you, Oz?
Okay. Can I give him some money? Give change.
Thank you, sir.
I think I can give him a little bit more than that. Burning barrel. Looks like I just got a text or something. I was running late. Meet you by the
Great.
statue.
There's the statue, but no Oz.
I'm not looking at a shopping cart. So it's a smoky man.
Hey.
Beat it.
Well, you're a nice person. Graffiti. Look at the statue.
Watch wallet cash. But this goes through you.
Oh, you think a knife is gonna... Oh, wait.
Hey, you
And you
heard it,
brought your
man.
boyfriend.
The hell are you waiting for?
Got nothing.
Sorry, fellas. I've got nothing.
End him!
You're gonna end me.
Gentlemen!
Oz.
Keep walking, all right? This don't concern you, twerp!
You see, that's where you're mistaken. My old mate and I have some catching up to do. And you're ruining the moment!
Oh.
Come
Fuck.
here! Think that'll do?
Oh. Fuck. Oh. Oh.
Stay down!
Oh. Oh.
This used to be a nice place. Lowlifes like you don't belong.
Oh my gosh, I feel bad for you. Oh my gosh.
This is my park! Mine! You hear that?
Chill out, Colo
Hey,
Pod.
Bruce. You got a little, There. Good as new.
You've got a lot on your face.
Woo! That was a right little scrap, eh? Nothing kickstarts the system like a dash of adrenaline, eh? Besides, someone needed to deal with the rubber situation here. Place is a dump.
You went
You
too
didn't
far,
need
my
to take
guy.
it so far.
Some folks have fine hearing, Bruce. Others don't get the message unless it's beaten
I
into
mean,
them.
but the Batman doesn't even always go that
2
far.
decades.
Sometimes
And
he
you
goes a
know
little
what? I
bit too
hadn't
far,
beat him up
but
once
like,
that entire time.
still.
Yeah, that wasn't why I brought you here, mate. Right now, I am trying to recognize the little Bruce I used to run around this place with. Back when it wasn't, you know, like this. This park used to mean something. A place that was safe for kids, for families. People came from all over to visit.
It's a shame what happened. It was beautiful once.
And now, it's a hellhole. Last thing my parents ever built. This city chews right through people. Mum committed to Arkham. Dad ended it himself, he did. My family's fortune. There's nothing left, Bruce.
I know. Alfred told me.
It's funny, huh? Same place that ground my family to dust. Gave you the good life. Used to run in the same circles we did. Hobnobbing parties, round-the-world vacations, unlimited potential.
I'm sorry, Oz. No one should have to go through that.
Thanks, Bruce. But we are not the only ones suffering. Good to know you haven't changed, Bruce. You still care about something more than just yourself.
Yes, sir.
Although, I was surprised to see Carmine Falcone at your party last night.
He wasn't
Made
invited.
himself right at home. That oily...
Falcone was an uninvited guest. That's it. Never want to see his face again.
On that, we can agree in earnest. Falcone made a stack of cash and corpses a mile high, ruining families like mine. All he needs is a little push. And... it'd be a treat to watch him hit pavement. Sorry, mate. This reunion got a lot more grim than I planned. Things are gonna be on the upswing soon, though. A revolution is knocking on Gotham's door. And I'm here to let it in. Which brings me to you, Bruce. You see, you throw a rock in any direction, you break a window that Wayne Enterprises owns. As the rich and powerful go, oh, you top Gotham's list. But when my revolution starts, we're gonna smash windows and cross off names all the way down. Like I said, it's not gonna be pretty. It's gonna be beautiful.
Are you threatening me, Oz?
Take it as you like. I've got great affection for you, Bruce. I really do. Which is why I'm warning you. When this whole thing starts, make sure you're on the right side.
That sounds like a threat.
Good seeing you, Bruce, but I got some rocks to collect. Cheers.
That sounded like a threat. Yo, look at my car.
Mr. Wayne, over here, right here.
This way.
Bruce!
Just gonna ignore them.
Morning, Mr. Dent.
Hey, Bruce, you mind if we swap cars? I mean, mine isn't fast and the paint's rusting off, but boy, does she have charm. We didn't bring you all out here to discuss cars, honestly. Now, we're here about Arkham Asylum. Ever since it opened its doors, Arkham has been a breeding ground for the criminally insane. Its methods for rehabilitation, crude. Its security, lacking. And worse still, those who do get out, or God forbid, escape, are even more dangerous than before they went in. Arkham Asylum is a cancer on Gotham. But today, with a sizable contribution from this man here, we break ground on a state-of-the-art mental health care facility. One that will improve the well-being of Gotham and its citizens for years to come. Now, Mr. Wayne has a few words he'd like to say. Bruce?
For those with mental health issues, there are no cuts or scrapes. Their ailments are often invisible, but inside, they're suffering. You know, when I was 9 years old, my parents took me to see a movie about a hero in a mask. It was a hero who stood up to oppression and defended the people from injustice, no matter the cost. That night, my parents paid the ultimate cost defending me from a man
Didn't you see a show about bats, though?
who needed the kind of help this new facility.
You were scared, so they went outside?
With this facility and our next mayor, we can put a dent in crime.
Yes, sir.
Today, on the anniversary of that fateful night, we dedicate this facility to Thomas and Martha Wayne and usher in a new era of healing for Gotham.
So if you think about it, Harvey Dent and Bruce Wayne are kind of equivalent to
Sure you all have plenty of
Arrows,
questions about
the
new
Green
hospital,
Arrows,
so
Oliver
let's
Queen,
open it up.
and Tommy Merlin
You
relationship.
first, Miss Vale.
Thank you. With the opening of this new hospital, what does this mean for Arkham Asylum? What happens to the old building?
I mean, leave it
I say
standing.
we leave the asylum standing as a reminder that we can do better. This time we won't fail those who need us most. All right, who's up next? You there.
Mr. Wayne, Julia Remark of the Tribune. My sources say you welcomed alleged mob boss Carmine Falcone into your home. You even spoke with him behind closed doors.
I don't make friends with gangsters. He was an unwelcome guest. That's all. Next question, please.
Please keep your questions on topic, people. We're here about the hospital, remember?
I gotta ignore that right now.
But Mr. Wayne, this morning the Globe received evidence of an offshore bank account managed by Carmine Falcone and your father, Thomas Wayne.
What exactly are you implying?
Transactions connected to organized crime going back years and continuing to this day. The paper trail ties your family directly to the mob.
What?
Care to comment?
I'm just kidding. I already know that, but he doesn't know. I'm just gonna say, how dare you?
I just finished telling you about my parents' murder, and you accuse them of being, what, criminals? Have some decency.
I know they were
Mr. Wayne! Mr. Wayne! Is all your money dirty?
Is the Wayne family legacy built on lies?
Did you know about this, Bruce?
How long has your family been dealing with Falcone?
Could the allegations be true? What aren't you telling us?
Does the mob sign Wayne Enterprises paychecks?
My parents were entrepreneurs, philanthropists, not common criminals. It's absurd.
Mr. Wayne! Mr. Wayne!
How long has your family been dealing with Falcone?
How many questions are we gonna be getting?
Did you know about this, Bruce?
What aren't you telling us?
I'm sorry about this, Bruce. I don't know where the hell it's coming from. Damage control's my territory. We'll talk later. Everyone, please settle down. I'll be fielding your questions from here on out. Please, let's try to keep this civilized.
Bruce, I've been trying to reach you. The police are inside the manor.
What? Why are they here? What the fuck? It must have been because Carmine Falcone's ass was in here.
Put it back.
I'm afraid we can't, Mr. Wayne.
Says who?
This warrant.
Jim.
It's not personal.
I understand. You're just doing your job, Lieutenant.
Trying to. It's hard to be a cop in this city. Every battle's uphill, in the rain, with skates on.
Alfred, keep an eye on them. Make sure they only take what they have to.
Of course, sir.
I meant what I said about not personal.
I think what Bruce meant to
Only
Alfred
when files
was
related to Wayne
make sure they don't explore themselves
Warrant
into
covers
the back
your place,
cave.
pardon me, places of residence, and any companies you own. Your holdings are extensive.
Who authorized this?
I know you and the DA are buddy-buddy, but this one came from the top. It's a valid warrant. I gotta serve it. Mayor Hill signed off on this himself. As long as he's mayor, he calls the shots.
Well, Hill has a history of making his opposition disappear.
Rumors and allegations, Mr. Wayne, that's all. But if they become fact, I'll handcuff him myself, same as any other crook. I don't know how your neck ended up on Mayor Hill's shopping block, but here we are.
Hill knows if I go down, Harvey's campaign goes down too.
That'd be a real shame. Mr. Dent's the only DA I ever trusted to make a conviction stick. As mayor, I think he can finally turn things around for us. For all our sakes, I pray you've got nothing to hide.
I do actually, but I'm not gonna tell you that. Bruh, did they really just break something? What did they break? What is that picture? What is the picture? Better not be me and my family. Oh my gosh.
Bruce, stay back!
Take whatever you want.
You don't have to do this.
Oh my gosh.
Bruce. Bruce.
Bruce?
Vicky Bale?
I didn't mean to interrupt, but
I'm a bit busy right now, Miss Vale. As you can see, Gotham's finest, not the best house guests.
yeah, the kind who steal things. Listen, Bruce. A scandal surrounding a beloved family like yours captures the public's attention. I can help you get the right kind of attention. Through my connections at the Gazette, I have all kinds of access. I can dig up whatever you need to fight this.
What's your angle?
Not all reporters just want a headline. Some of us are old-fashioned. I still want the truth. The Gazette received this supposed evidence like every other media outlet, and it's all hearsay. Flimsy sources. There isn't a shred of hard proof.
Still, allegations like this, they don't magically appear. Someone is going after my family, after me.
Obviously, the sender didn't identify themselves. We have no idea who it could be. I mean, no one's even done their due diligence on this yet. The press saw the fumble, they grabbed the ball and ran.
It has to be politically.
Not every day you get to go after a Wayne.
Hill wants me out of the picture because with my backing, Harvey wins in a landslide. All signs point to Hill.
You're a kingmaker, Mr. Wayne. And Harvey Dent is Gotham's knight in shining armor just waiting for the crown. You're the first target on Hill's list. By tonight, this scandal will be broadcast to every screen in Gotham. Everyone will be talking about it.
This isn't my first pass through the rumor mill. I know the damage it can do.
Then go on the record. Right here, right now, and stop it. You need to get out ahead of this. Your side is what matters, not wild speculation.
I'll give a
On the
call.
record, then.
Whenever you're ready.
I'm gonna say this.
Whoever fabricated these lies about my family, they will get what they deserve. Understood?
That's exactly what the people of Gotham need to hear. You're gonna beat this, Bruce. The Waynes always come out on top.
Goodbye, Miss Vale.
I hate to admit it, but everyone smells smoke. A fire is heading this way.
Batman has made plenty of enemies, but my family? We've done nothing but support Gotham, even in its darkest days.
All this on the anniversary of your parents'...
It's not a coincidence. Harvey's the district attorney. He should have told me this was coming.
Then find out why he didn't.
Alright guys, well, I'm gonna go ahead and end it here. So I hope you had a good time watching. If you did, make sure to leave a like in the video. And if you ever already, hit that subscribe button. Hope you guys had a good time watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Alright, see ya.